before we do that, as much as I've been enjoying my wee stint offline, I can't help think that I've been missing out. So no social media. I never watch TV. And I also found a wee setting on my phone called Do Not Disturb, which means my phone rings, but my phone just says it's a missed call. Some top of the range inbuilt digital piss off technology right there. One of my friends, Will, calls it the dinghy pinger. And it's all been very relaxing. But also it's a wee bit isolating as well, because you think you're missing out, and it was called FOMO. They call it FOMO, the fear of missing out. So I decided to log on and ask the internet what's been happening in the internet. So we'll call this bit, what's been happening in the internet? You might have heard a jingle there. If I've not put a jingle there, it's probably because I can't be. It's probably because your Wi-Fi's broken. So anyway, first up, did you know that Heather Smalls from M People, remember the Moving On Up? Did you know that Heather Smalls is a second cousin to rap singer Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls? You couldn't make it up. Couldn't write it. Sorry, you can, and I just did. But what's actually happening on the internet? Well, Mikey says, a study says that supermarkets just over the English border have seen a 5% increase in alcohol sales since Scotland's minimum price ban. And that's from The Guardian. Now, these supermarkets are going to be even busier now with angry Scottish parents who want to smack their wains, and then they can get themselves a cheap bottle of Frosty Jacks for the drive home. Now, in case you don't know, Scotland has just banned the smacking of wains, which I thought they did a while ago. Shonzo actually phoned in, you call that radio, to say he thought it was banned 10 years ago and thinks there's some sort of Mandela effect going on. So we might have discovered a wee Mandela effect. Does anyone else remember that Scotland's already banned smacking? Michael Black messaged in to say the internet has been full of angry men being angry at not being able to hit their wains, and angry men being angry at wains telling them that the planet's fucked, and probably some more things involving angry men. We'll get back to Greta in a minute. As for the smacking of wains, I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't have kids, so it's easy for me to say it's a good thing. You know, why are you smacking a wain? But also, I don't have a wain, so I can't really comment on it. Also, the people saying that they want to hit their wains seem to be the kind of people I would normally disagree with. So I'm basing it on that as well. And, you know, people saying, oh, it never did me any harm, says the people that are always pure raging with anger management issues. I mean, that's not fair. Not all people who are against the smacking ban are always people pure raging with anger management issues. But all people that are pure raging with anger management issues are also against the smacking ban. That's a snappy title, isn't it? Sorry, I hate that general not all argument type thing. It's childish and it's lazy, but it helps you win the argument. Although that's the first time I've tried it against angry people who like arguing a lot, so I'll probably just stop and move on. Like I said, I don't have kids, so I don't know. Don't smack me. I do know that we have a song called Smoking Ban. Maybe it's time we change a vowel and bring it up to 2019. Maybe get a trap beat and that hey, hand clap thing with an auto-tuned chorus. And maybe we could have our first hit. Hit's probably a bad choice of words. Hold on, that's my phone going. An intrusive douche. I'm just dinging that. I'm dinging it. See, if you just answered the phone all the time, you'd never actually get a podcast done. So, dingy that. Jennifer McGinley says, some Rangers fans had a classy wedding. There was anywhere between 100 and 1 million folk at a march in Edinburgh yesterday, and the drummer out of Cream died. R.I.P. Yeah, I seen the wedding. Yeah, okay. And there was an independence march, and it's always the same though, that, innit? Like, you know, if someone's running a march, they always sort of highball it, and the media always lowball it, and usually find that the truth is somewhere in the middle. It's just hard to kind of, I don't think the human brains really can handle a crowd. I mean, I could probably guess what a crowd is. I mean, I can guess a gig if there's 100, 200. I could guess, I think I know I've played to 2,000 people before, so I can kind of get that. I did a song once at Belladrum this year. That was the biggest crowd I've ever played. That was 15,000 people, we were told. Yeah, that was a lot. It's just really weird that when you play to that many people, it's not that nerve-wracking. I think it's because you can't see all the people in one go in your eyesight. So you can't really take in, how scared you should be for something like that. It was actually quite fun. Holidays is messed in. What's been happening on the internet, Holly? Cats, breakfast, selfies, and Brexit. That kind of sums up. Yeah, that kind of sums up the internet. As I remember it, since Monday, your Prime Minister will get caught having an affair and paying the women involved with government tax funders' money to go on all expenses paid business trips worth £200,000. Business trips she had absolutely nothing to do with. I mean, he had an absolute shocker of a week, Boris. I think his dad slagged him. His sister said that he was just doing Brexit because he'd bet on money. He'd bet in the pound feeling. And, it seems like that might actually be a thing. Imagine having a Prime Minister's actually betting on your pound feeling, obviously, allegedly. But it seems like that's what might be happening, which is just crazy. And also, the only person that actually came out and supported him was a guy who called him Joris Bonson.
Joris Bonson.
So then he went on to be found guilty by the Supreme Court of illegally stopping Parliament to further his agenda and telling lies to the monarchy. He then went on to jovially claim that getting Brexit done would be the best way to do something in the memory of a left-wing Remain MP who was killed by a right-wing Brexiteer. In other news, Corbyn hasn't managed to fuck anything up this week, and he's actually released a pretty radical manifesto that would benefit the majority of people's lives should an election be called. Meanwhile, right-wing white males respond by having a go all week at a 16-year-old who said that she thinks the world is fucked up and needs fixing. She's autism. She's speaking in her second language to the entire world's media, and you think that she sounds scripted. I mean, what were you expecting? An after-dinner comedy roast by
Barack Obama, the president of the United States.
Also, a message in to say that Fatboy Slim has remixed Greta. I mean, I actually heard the speech. First time I heard it, and then later when I shared a techno remix of the speech, I thought, Fatboy Slim's missing a trick if he doesn't do a right here, right now remix of this. I said it to myself, though, with no witnesses, and never even shared the thought on social media, so it's me that missed the trick. Never would have happened back when I was called Mark My Words. I used to be on point for stuff like that. I can't even say Fatboy Slim stole my idea. Well, I mean, I can't prove he stole my idea now. But at least he's recycling. Just have this, can't shake the image of Fatboy Slim and Greta foraging through my wheelie bins to make sure I'm using the right wheelie bins. I think I am. And so here's this Swedish superstar and Norman Cook in my back garden checking the wheelie bins, and they find my abandoned notepad filled with slightly less than average ideas. Flick to page 8 and boom, there it is. Right here, right now. Save the Planet remix.
What's it called? Call That Radio.
You Call That Radio.
Okay, yeah. This is Steve Mason, and you're listening to You Call That Radio.
Brothers and sisters, may the peace that can only come from the one God be upon you. We are here to tell the people that we hear you.